How's it going, Apex fam? Welcome into this week's Team Trials Guide, where I, FLYAPEX, will be taking you through the Torino mole run, on which I've crashed multiple hundreds of millions of times in order to get to where we are today. So, let's go train. I enjoy this track, I really do. It's one that I think, if I remember rightly, I recall seeing this back on the PS4 days as one of those tracks where you're like, oh, okay, so that's a thing. It's one of those ones where it's like, oh, okay, so we've got the standard Torino track, and they've kind of edited it a little bit. So this was always great fun to fly. Immediately you're into a slalom, but it's an angled slalom, so it's a right and then a left around here. You really want to be cutting these as tight as you can, and then the switchback, keeping it flat, because as you're approaching this next gate, you don't want to be like this. You want to be real flat to make it as easy as possible. So we'll come around here, flatten that out. A little bit of sideways isn't too bad, but what I'm trying to get at is that you don't want to be like this, right? That's too much sideways. That's too much sideways because you're like this. You can't see where you're going. Keep it relatively flat. Bearing in mind, you're going to want to kind of rainbow flip your way over the top of these anyway, right? So a little bit sideways isn't bad, just to kind of preload your way in and get you on that nice little pirouette-y style kind of move. The first time that I learned this track, I was very much doing the sort of noobish kind of like backflip thing on the pitch stick. I know now that the fastest way to do these things is very much about using both sticks at the same time. Like don't overly rely on roll without feeding in enough yaw that it keeps you relatively flattened out. Because that honestly is where you'll be able to spot things easiest. And you can see there, like, the key to that last gate really is coming through the first one over the top and then being able to let's try that again. Being able to sort of swoop your way through and keep the second cone in sight. So first cone in sight is fine, but if you've got that second cone you got the second cone still in your line of sight before, because that was the first cone there, right? This is so hard to try and narrate. So keep the first cone. You see this, the second cone. Keep the cones in the thing. This is cone 2. Okay, remember that. If I say the first cone, I mean the second cone. If I say the second cone, I also mean the second cone. So you're coming through here, over the top. Try and keep that second cone as close to being in shot as possible. Like, it might be right on the edge, but if it's in shot or close there too, that means that you're going to have less of a turn to complete as you come out of here. So if you come out of here and you're facing that way, you're going to have to double back on yourself and then again. Whereas if you're just kind of... Honestly, if you understand what I'm saying now, if this is making any sense to you, comment below. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense to me and I'm the one saying it. Right. What I'm getting at, if you come through here and you're facing backwards, you have to do a lot of corrections before you've even thought about lining yourself up for this gate here. If you can come out of here kind of sideways, right? I'm not going to go through the gate. I'm just going to line myself up where I would be, right? So you're coming out of the gate like this angle here. You have much less movement and you can line yourself up much quicker with that next tower gate, right? So you're coming through here sideways. It's less of that left, right, which makes things very difficult. This is the worst. Like I say it every week. This is a terrible track to guide, to give a guide on. It's a great fun track to fly, but jeez. So you want minimal corrections and you want to reverse enter this gate. Don't, whatever you do, fly through it with the throttle on. Come off the throttle as you turn, because if you come through it with the throttle on and you're trying to turn or pre-turn, you're very, very likely to smash into the side of it. Inside of it, there's some flat areas, but there's some sticky outy metal girdery bar things there as well. You can see you're going to get hung up on those an awful lot. So minimize it where you can, and just try and kind of pop off the throttle, and then again pre-turn that. Keep it close and tight. This is a fun little obstacle to really practice on, because we see this sort of gate with a cone on top of a normal gate an awful lot in tracks now, and it's a fun gate to fly, so definitely worth putting a bit of practice in. And you can come around this side, you know, you don't have to. My left hand turns are suffering because I've really only been practicing this right-handed, such is the track. But it's fun to fly around. That's very easy to pre-turn. This, keep it as close as possible. Again, it's a fun spot to just really get used to close proximity flying, figuring out where the collision detection is on the drone, like how close can you get before you actually crash into it. Again, don't be afraid to come off of the throttle as you make your way towards that. It'll slow you down enough that you can tighten the turn up a little more. It's only once around. Line yourself up here, try and go through that backwards, and then you're on to lap number 2, which, you know, it's a fun track, actually. Like, I've said it before, it's just a lot of fun to fly. Like, it really is, provided you're thinking about flying it and not talking, like I do. And then the finish gate, it's literally just those first 2 cones and double back on yourself instead of going through the gate. Instead of going through the AULINE gate. Is it an AULINE gate or is it a HolyBro gate? HolyBro. You just go to the Red Bull gate. And there you go. A 6-minute 34 lap. Beat that, I dare you. Right. Let's get some practice runs in. I am going to yeet my runs on this again for you. Such is the Apex community way. That was a little bit back and forth. What time am I aiming for on this track? I don't know. I can't see what the best time is at the moment because my webcam is right in front of that part of the screen. I've got a feeling it was like a 42 or a 41 maybe. I don't know. Whoa! See wide again through there. I was pretty consistently putting in like laps on both of this week's tracks last night that were wrong side of the land there. That were within like decent sort of territory. So there you go. We're already within 10 seconds with a couple of crashes. Thunder topping the charts again. I think in that case I must have had a 42 last night then, maybe it was my best, or maybe I was pushing 40s. I don't know. Let's see if we can get a clean run. Let's see where we end up. What have we got? Like 5 attempts for teams, I think. A little bit slow through there. Make up some time through here, maybe. I don't really know. Trying to keep the power on through there as best we can. That was nice and tight. A little bit wobbly out of there, but that's okay. This will be a good sort of litmus test as to where we're at then in terms of times. Flatten yourself out. Boop, boop, boop. 42. Okay, so yeah, not awful. What, 7 seconds off the pace? That wasn't a terrible lap. There was a couple of bits where I was like, maybe a bit wide around there. But all in all, not too bad. I am, in case you haven't seen the solo trials video this week, having a lot of server lag. What? What is this? Okay, interesting. Ghosts in the machine. Try again. I seriously hope that that doesn't happen during the race. Okay, kind of feels a little bit different for some reason. Don't know why, but gonna roll with it. Probably just me making things up. Oh no! Oh, we went the wrong side. Oh. Okay. I'm not feeling too many more practice runs at this. Like, I feel like I have a good base knowledge of this track, albeit perhaps not absolutely perfect, but again, I don't have time to be grinding out the practices on this week. I am so busy, hence why this video is so late. Well, that and because I nearly sliced my finger off this week, but you guys don't need to know about that. Frankly, I'd rather not think about it either, because it was gross. I was at work the other morning, and there was... honestly, it was the paper cut to end all paper cuts. Like, I sliced a chunk out of my finger on a bit of cardi paper, and oh no, that was a 42 as well. Yeah, it literally immediately started pouring blood out. So yeah, it wasn't good. I was a bit concerned that I wasn't actually going to be able to fly this week because I have a flap of finger kind of like lolling around at the end of my digits, but hey, we've managed. I've managed to kind of tape it back on, so you know, we're good. Hashtag office problems. What happens when you work with dangerous brands of paper? Sure, you guys have got way cooler jobs than me, right? What kind of jobs do you guys have? What are you guys doing for a living? I know some of you guys are in college and stuff like that. Who is working and what do you do? Because, you know, if it's more fun than mine and there's a job opening at your place of work, let me know. Because that could be kind of fun. I mean, entirely dependent on what it is you actually do. I don't want to have to do anything that involves me having to use any kind of energy. I also want a lot of money. Am I selling myself well? 42 again. Okay, I'm confident. Let's go. 5 runs. Full send. That's how we do it on the Apex Community Webcast channel. The Webcast channel. The Apex Community channel. That's how we roll. Let's go! It was a late start. Never mind. Better late than early. Can we set an early banker, do you think? Can we actually set a decent lap on the first go? Like, if we get a 42 on this first attempt, I honestly thought we were going to hit that lamppost then. If we can hit a 42 first attempt, I will be chirping. I don't think we will, because that was a mess. Hey, we might do. Who knows? Other than that, this lap was primo. Ah! Ah! Without that bobble, though, that would maybe a bit of 41. Rav there with a 44. Let's go. Alpha prop, represent. A little bit wide. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where you going, son? Where you going? The good news is that even after that mess, we're still ahead of our ghost. Though the send is very much real. Okay, this could be our 42 then. There you go, 42-1. Nice. We're just going to keep going. How many is that? 2 attempts? What do we got? 5? Roll down. It's down. Do I just have to make small talk again? Hi everyone, how are you? I hope everyone's week's been really good. How did you all get on in draft? Leave a comment down below. Did you qualify for the final one? Toby! New alpha prop signing. Our Swiss friend. Killing it with the 43. Also, shout out to Astronaut Drone Racing. You guys are killing it with the video stuff. Honestly, like, you put up that full, like, here's all of our draft laps video on Instagram the other day. It was so sick. Just seeing, like, time deltas and stuff between players, it was really cool. Great to see that kind of, like, that multi-GP, multi-cam style vibe. Like, it was really cool. Ah! Tried to go full send. Wasn't going to happen. Yeah, Toby, look. 43. Dude. Honestly, the progress that some people make on this game is just absolutely beyond me. Like, they come in and they're kind of setting kind of, like, good times, but not, like, phenomenal times, you know? And they kind of sit on the team for a couple of weeks and learn. And the progress is just crazy. Like, I don't... We sign people to Alpha Prop, and then it's like... within a week, they're just beating myself and Tim and stuff, and then it's like shreds, man. It was, like, super high up in the draft. Unbelievable. Like, seriously. 43. Wisdom crashies. Yeah, like, it really is so cool to see the progress that some of you guys make on this game. It's heartwarming. Oh no! How did we come out the other side and not go through the gate, DCL? What on earth was that? That's just blown my run completely. We might have been able to save something if it had pinged the gate. Can we watch a replay of that? I want to see, like... Because it was going south, like, on the way in. But that really seemed a bit sketch. Did we come out of the gate? I'm sure we did. Oh, we didn't even go through the finish. Was this the last run? Can I spectate that? I want to do it like chase cam. So that, like, that's kind of fine. Slow it down. Where are we? So you can see here we're already going kind of south. What? We bounced around the outside? No. Well, okay, fine. I mean, we must have, but that went really, really south really quick. Was that it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, what? Is this the timed run? Are you kidding? Huh? This is a timed run. No way. You're kidding. You just dropped me out immediately into a time that okay, tilted a little bit now. Not gonna lie. That feels like I've been hard done by. Like, a lot. Like, yeah. Okay. Maintain your composure because, you know, but that kind of tilted me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. So we had one run left and we just got thrown into the game. Wow, that really sucks. No attempts remaining. Upload failed. What is with this game at the moment, man? I mean, I hope you guys have set your times already, because I'm getting this a lot at the moment. So I don't really know. I mean, it's not my internet. It may be something to do with servers. I don't know. But that sucks. That tilted me hard. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Never mind. We got a 42. We were within 10 seconds of the fastest time, which is good. Alpha sitting pretty in 4th. I think, you know, what did we get last week, actually? I need to check this. I need something that to make me happy. 7th last week. That's crazy. We got 9th the week before. Honestly, guys, you're spoiling me. What are we like now? P20 in the world? Considering, like, this is the first season that we've really been pushing. I think that's pretty cool. Top 100. Nice, nice, nice. What do we got in here? Badges. I qualified through the draft selection process this year. I was top 100. Do I get a badge? No. Really? I just want one of these things. I want a draft badge that says I did well. It said I achieved something. I mean, that's top 10, sure, but like, what happened to the draft badges? I missed those. I missed them. I missed badges. I've had the same badge for so long. Like, I could just dump time attacks to Primo on and go gold, but it's like, no. National top 10. I mean, I think this is like, we said it on stream before. This is where the cool stuff is. This is what we want, is more badges. Although saying that, we got more skins, which is kind of cool. What do we got? I actually got egg hunt. Well, who should we unlock this week? We got RFX FPV, we got Veloce, Supersonic X, Falcons, the team that changes its name every season. Fair play to them though, they keep their colour scheme. Let's go drone sports. Because that's kind of cool. I don't want to equip it though. I have my loyalties, in case you hadn't noticed. Anyway, look, that was a bit of messing around. I hope the track guide was useful. I know it's very complicated, stupid things that I was talking about, and it probably was difficult to follow. I hope that at least the grinding and the racing, when we were allowed to race properly without being thrown into it with no warning, calm. I hope that the racing footage was maybe more useful and you could kind of see what I'm trying to get at, like minimizing the angle between those two cones so that you can kind of straight line it as much as possible. There you go. I'd said it there. If I'd just said that at the time, probably would have been a lot easier. Anyway, look, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned and I will catch you in the next one. Fly safe, fly fast, fly Apex. See you around.